And the countdown begins. It always goes to about 8 seconds and then it jumps back to 2 or 3 or 4, 8, 9, 10. Boy, it's slow. Have an excellent connection. And there it jumps back. So we are good to go. Let me get this one over here running. Maybe I should get this one over here running sooner than that. But I'm not seeing anything on that one yet. So let's figure out what's going on over here. Did that not show up? Usually it does. Let me go to my channel, just do it the hard way. Go to videos, go to live. Not seeing anything on. Turn the volume down, turn the mouse off, and now we're good to go. So, I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on here. I'm going to bring that up, which is kind of boring. Actually, I want to bring up my browser and go into here. Google Strong Security. I think I don't want to do that either. So, how am I going to do this? I need to. Dog on nails bugging me. So, I need to get more room is what I need to get. Ouch. Just stub my toes against my desk. So, I'm going to put this up here for temporarily get it out of the way. I want to. Well, he goes to Pixabay and in a place called Pexels. So let me go in here to pixabay.com / vectors / chef hyphen NASC. See what that gets me, if anything. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. Get the full address over here. Okay. So I want to look for mascot. Go back to, where am I at? Did I close myself out? Oh, did I really do that? Guess I did. I haven't missed anything yet. Okay, so this is mascot Asian don't know why joining me mascot - Asian dot character dot funny dot 507 8302. See what that does. Okay, that's the same thing. Alright. So that's one. Then I want to go to www.pixels.com and then that will be good. And then I can go over here. And hey, Tony. I was just doing a little bit of prep work that I probably should have done. I'm not quite as smooth as this as Doug is, but Wow. Am I behind over here? Okay, there's that. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit behind. Alright, let me see if... okay, so Blackwatch said about 10 minutes ago he might not make it. I'll bet he shows up. So I'm going to get out of that. Okay, so here's where we're at. Unfortunately, I need to get a bigger bigger doggone thing here. So, Blackwatch said he may or may not make it. That's fine. I brought up a couple websites here that I want to check out. I watched I don't know, 49-minute and 41-second. I actually brought this up over on my other computer, and I watched it, and I was hoping it was going to show how they did this effect right here, but they didn't. But it was real informative. So I'm going to jump back over here, and I still have my Davinci open from what I did earlier. You'll see it said it completed rendering it in 33 seconds. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to run it, and you'll see it got everything. It got all the pictures and the text and everything else.
These are some roots that I started.
I don't hear no audio though.
Probably 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. And as you can see,
I'm kind of glad now. Wait a minute. Do I not hear any audio because I have my audio muted?
I'm going to put them in these bottles.
Oh, I cracked myself up.
Put them in the bottle, one with dirt, one without dirt.
That would make sense. And then
these, I rooted at the same exact time.
This will be done here in just a second. It was only about 48 seconds long, so there's that. I do like that, and it was really simple to do. So that's good. Now the thing is, this just buffers and plays over and over again. So
these are some roots.
I'm going to keep it. We're good to go on that. I'm going to minimize this. Alright, so what the problem was real simple. You're in the editing mode, and you take this all the way back to the beginning, and it always starts at 1, and then you go over to the rendering. Right here, you can, if you make an in and out range like I did, that's what this is. This was I shrunk that video down, so I did it using the in and out range. If that's clipped, when you render it, it's only going to get that. So that's why that was doing that. I would have never figured it out. I'll just go with that. So what I want to do now is I want to save this, because I'm going to continually keep adding to this, I think, is what I want to do. So we're going to call, that's kind of interesting. Save project as, and I don't know where it's saving it, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Yeah. That's fine. So let's figure out where did it save it. I'm gonna guess maybe didn't save it in downloads. That's interesting. Didn't save it in documents. That's interesting. Okay. I guess we need to come down here to this main settings, and see where it saves it. Timeline resolution, pixels, timeline frame, monitoring. Proxy working folder, so it looks like it puts it in videos, proxy, media. So if I close, okay, so now cancel that, minimize that. Huh. Does that put it in on here? Okay, that doesn't look like it's too familiar, so let's go back and look at it again. Okay, stout, videos, proxy media. That's where I thought it was at. Okay, stout, videos. That's where I thought it was at. I don't see proxy media. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Alright, let me get my rain kicked in here. It's on the C drive, it's under users, it's under my name, it's under videos, under proxy media. And the gallery is under videos gallery. I do not see any of that. Sure don't see proxy media there. Interesting. Interesting. It's saving it somewhere because it's set up to save it somewhere. Is there anything in here? There's nothing in there. Man, that just gets level after level after level. Local drive, users, me, videos, and then I don't see it. Not seeing it. Working folders. Not seeing it at all. Unless I'm missing something. I should have maybe put that somewhere else. You know what? Let's put it somewhere else. Let's yeah. Cancel, minimize, new folder, Davinci, videos. Okay, so now let me bring this back up. I don't know if it's hidden or not. I thought, well, no, I don't think it's hidden because I went to view and I've got hidden items checked. With that, doesn't that mean that's supposed to show the the hidden items? So if I uncheck that, then I lose some things, and if I check it, I gain some things back. Let's go to pictures. Even though that's not where it's at, it shows it being in local users, me, videos, and again, they are hidden items are there, gallery, but there's absolutely nothing there. I mean, I try to open these up. Well, that's not really helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually close this. I'm going to go into settings here. I'm going to change the location, and I'm going to put it in the desktop, and I'm going to put it in Davinci videos. I'm going to select this folder, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go to desktop, go to Davinci videos. I'm going to select that folder, and then we're going to see if, I don't know where cache clip is at, so I'm going to save that. The operation will update all references. Okay, yeah, sure, update it, that's fine. So now I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go File, Project, Save, and it shows that it saved it. I'm going to minimize it, I'm going to open this up, and I'll be daggone if it's not empty. Hidden files, hidden files, hidden files. So doing something wrong. That's we think alike. That was one of my first thoughts, is it's hidden. So what am I missing? File. Export. Timeline. Desktop. Davinci folders. First Davinci video 01. Save. Now we'll go over here, we'll open this up. First Davinci video 01. Okay, so that's cool. We know that that's good. I just wonder if software's up to date, so that's good. I just wonder if there's a main file. I don't see open a project, so that's kind of scary. So, I hate to do that, man. I really do hate to do that. Edit. That's not going to be it. Let me go down here. So the 49-minute video I watched, this guy does all his stuff in here, and then he finishes it up over here. That's not what I wanted to do. What I'm really looking for is wow, I'm gonna have to research what this is, because it's unless it's putting it on my, it's not putting it on my, no, it's not. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. The bells are going off in my head. That said stout. No, that's correct, but that shouldn't say. Yeah. Cancel that. Minimize that. Give me a hard time, computer. Okay, so my C drive is stout. That's correct, as I thought it would be. What's my D drive? Don't tell me my D drive is stout as well. It is. So I just wonder, is it throwing it in here somewhere? Do I have a video? I don't have videos in here. I only have the one folder, which has got all my pictures on it and some data. No black watch yet. That's interesting. Okay, so that's not it. Okay. New project. We'll call this second video. Real creative this mind is tonight. Okay, and then we want to go and I literally want to go see if I can open, and you can't. See, that's crazy. What if you import? Wow. Wow, that's interesting. I had a crazy thought too tonight when I was going to have dinner with my wife, that I was thinking about duplicating a video I did in Vegas Pro with the grandkids real quick and seeing if it takes any less time or any more time. I'm kind of bummed out that you have new project, but you don't have open project, and you don't have to. You have import. Control I. Import. And that's media. That's not even showing users over here now. Let's go to videos, go to gallery. I think it's in here somewhere. I just think maybe something's not correct. There's audio. Audio. Yep, that's going to be a research project right there. But that's fine. Wow. Is it hidden? I thought that too. It's crazy that you can't do a file. New timeline, new project, preferences. Okay, so it goes to decode, goes to C drive users, my name, and videos. Project save and load. Okay, live project, no. Editing, no. General settings, no. Playback settings, no. Go back to system. Automatically display attached local network storage. Okay, so that's picking that out automatically. There's nothing picked for video and audio. Nothing for there, nothing from there, nothing from there, nothing from there. So I learned this too. I can go in here and sign into YouTube right now, and then when I do the rendering, yeah, I don't know. I thought I looked. You know what? Audio, Canon control documents, electron fusion, that's all the stuff there. There won't be any folders down here. If it's then there's not. That makes sense. Go one more. Go in here. Black Magic. Davinci control panels. No. I just wonder if it's just not saving it correctly. They're not wanting to hide that from anything or anything, are they? Okay. I hate to restart, but if I restart, that might help. Well, let's open it back up. Maybe not. I debated on whether I was going to do this or not. Had to watch Jeopardy. Okay, so apparently it's right here. Copy of Davinci's first, copy of Davinci's first video A in the first video. So I'm thinking that that'll load it back in, and it does. So then okay. Okay, I'm good. That kind of makes sense. That
about probably 3, maybe 4 weeks.
Well, wait a minute though. Why do I not have?
See, these guys have excellent roots.
I don't have no video.
I'm gonna put them in these bottles.
I don't see no video.
I'll try to get them in the bottle.
I hear the audio. I see there's a box on video 1 though. Maybe that's a problem.
Hybrid. And as you can see,
did I mess something up? So that's interesting. When I play this, that works, that works, that works, that works. You don't even see it. Now it works. That's crazy.
About probably 3.
Okay, so that kind of tells me, geez, where was it at? What is this? Okay, that's cool. Media pool. This is the current timeline. So I wonder how you figure out without, I mean, gee whiz, you would think you wouldn't have to. This will discard, unsave, and load the last save changes. You can undo this action. So I don't really want to do that. I already know how to do it. But I've got to figure, I found it, sort of, kind of. When you restart it, this is a brand new one, and then these are the ones that I've actually done, and this is the one that I started but I didn't do anything with it. But now I notice I got a copy of video A, first video A, first video A, and first video. I lost a copy somewhere, but that's fine. So we're going here and we're going to go, oh, you can open it, or new folder, or new project. I'm going to open it. Great. So, what do I want to accomplish tonight? I think what I wanted to accomplish tonight is check for updates. That's pretty simplistic of most programs. I want to go to the effects library, lower third, and if you double click, it's supposed to put that over there, but that's not working. So I'm going to bring this down here, and then I don't know why it does that. You put it there and it drops it down to there, but that's fine. So now, put that over there. I believe if you come in here, I think the guy was showing me, I think somewhere in here he was able to, see, that's pretty cool that you can move it instead of going up to here to move this. You can actually put the cursor on that and then it moves is there as well. And I'm not seeing, kind of good that it stops there. What happens if you go all the way back to the beginning? Is it going to be there? And is it going to play? It doesn't. Okay, so this is kind of a bomb, but what is this? Is this? Getting there. How many we got watching? Still two, Tony and myself. Okay, so we are going to take, this is learn enter. We're going to come down here, the hard way. Okay, now clearly I got to be able to spin that back around somehow. So if I click on that, okay, I know one thing this is going to test. This is clearly going to test my ability to get things the way they should be. Although I ought to be able to do that over here as well. I should be able to, instead of using the gizmo in here, looks pretty straight, I guess. So that's pretty simple. Adding text seems to be pretty simple. And the color change, we already know how to do that. We're going to go with a little darker blue. Okay, that's cool. And then we're going to go with a little bit of a pink, kind of off colors. Something I haven't touched on yet is the background. I want to work on the background. So the background color I want to be, now that's weird, I want it to be that color blue. And then why did that not change? Because I thought, isn't this the background? Isn't this considered the background? What am I missing? Outline color, let's make it white just to see what it does. It does absolutely nothing. So outline width, that's not doing anything. I'm kind of, I remember the colors, but why is drop shadow, go pink. Okay, that seems relatively easy. That seems easy, but I want to figure out, I thought this was the background. Is that not the background? And when I glance over here, I'm checking chat. So if that's not the background, if this is not considered the background, what is considered? If I uncheck that, aha, that's cool. Makes that go away. Stroke, I don't know what stroke is. Background. Okay, I want to open up the background. Whatever I did made that completely go away. So that's not good. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Wow. We close that. And then I don't like this. I don't like this function. If I go over here, it's the same basic thing. Okay, so now we're back, we get the background menu back. So I'm confused. 1:45 my time. Opacity is 50%. What happens if we make that 94%? What happens if we make that white? I thought this was the doggone background. I must be not thinking of something. Because, oh, I did find out what these dots are for. These are for set points. Remember I mentioned set points earlier. I have opacity. Okay, that's kind of interesting. This is more for the background, I think, or not the background, but the shadowing. I'm kind of detecting this might be for the shadowing. So let's go with the height. Let's see if this goes. Well, they make this difficult, don't they? Wow. Okay, that's cool. So got that down, got the shadowing down. So now if did I turn the shadowing off? I bet if I bring this back, okay, I don't like that color now. So let's go with this one. No, don't like that one either. I thought that'd be a little darker. But for tonight's purposes, that's cool. So, I am wondering. Well, by the way, Tony, I really appreciate you. Oh, Tony left. I appreciate you sticking around and watching the ideas that come into my head and whatnot. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to save this, but I bet it does save it. So I'm going to exit that, and I'm going to start over again. Are you still with us, Tony, or did you leave? If you leave, I get it. Maybe I need to see if Carrie is live. Nope, I'm the only one that's live that I can see, so that's cool. Not seeing him, that's fine. And I think Blackwatch was not going to make it. So let's check and see. Nope, he's not. Okay, that's cool. So that's fine. Tony will be back. If he left, he'll be back. Oh, he's here now. So yeah, I told you he'd be back. Okay, so while you were gone, I said I really appreciate you hanging around and putting up with. I get an idea and then I kind of pursue it and see what I can get done with that idea. And I do appreciate that. I also appreciate when you say, hey, look here, try this. What I want to do So I'm going to open this back up, and I still haven't saved anything in here, and I don't know what this is. So let's open that up, and it's nothing. That's good. So we're gonna go back to here, and we're gonna bring. It's at the beginning, so we're not there. So what I want to do is I want to right click, and I want to import media. And I have a specific picture in mind because I have a specific idea in mind. So I have to really stop to think where this picture's at. And I think it's in here. And I think it's in here. Now I don't know. Oh, you can. Good. So now actually, you know what? I'm doing this the hard way. Imagine that, me doing something the hard way. Actually, it might be in there. It's not in there. Which means it's in here. And did I put it in this folder? And then is it in this folder? And I don't see it. That's what I was just looking at, so it's not there. Might be in here. Oh my goodness. There it is. I want this picture right here. So this is in D users, me, pictures, grandbabies, and it's picture number 2733. Man, it took forever. Okay, so I'm going to import media. I want to go up a level. I want to go into grandbabies. I want to go down to picture number 2733. Does that work? Awesome. I want this specific picture, and I don't want to do that though. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's all I'm going to work with is this picture. So I'm going to double click it and it puts it over here. Now the reason I brought this picture is I want to see if I can't put YANA, her name Yana, on her fingers. It's just one of my quirky little ideas I came up with. So I'm gonna bring it down here. And I'm good to go. Now I want to go to the effects. I want text, and I want to, okay, just like over in Vegas, I want to put it over here, and I'm going to work with it over here. And I'm going to, now I know I can go like that, and then that should be it. I know I can do that. I know I can change the color, and she's got, so the color probably ought to be a blue, I think, maybe. Why not? And if I put this back over here, bring this back over here. Okay. Old school, I know how to do this. Old school, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to go Well, I was looking for when I want to start way over here, so I'm going to go Y, and I want it to be I know I can do this. I know I can do this. And I need to change the size a little bit. So it's 0.09. I'm going to go to 1.0. And that must be too big. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I guess that's a little big. Okay, a little big. We're going to change the size to 0.9. I need to be able to move it down a little bit, I think. Uh-oh, that didn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to put it right. Okay, cool. You click on that. So it's still a little big, and it's still. So I got to do that in here because I want it to be on there. So it's a little bit big yet. And I was thinking, that's the original size, 0.8, 0.09, 0.15. Okay, that's kind of okay. So then if I just need to figure out how to move it down on the finger itself. What adjustment is that going to be? Advanced controls. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our A. Okay. So I'm open for ideas. Anyone in that's watching in the chat room wants to say try this or try that. I thought line spacing is up and down. Aha, tracking. Okay, I can move it. Okay, so let's put this all back where it was supposed to be. And then let's go play with tracking. So if 1.0 is right there, let's go with 2.0. Oop. Let's go with, try that again. We'll backspace all this out. Let's go with 2.0. Where'd it go? Too bad I can't use the doggone stupid arrows up here. Oh, you can. Just put your... Or maybe you can't. Figures I can't manipulate the mouse to where I need to put that. There's got to be a way to do this. Gotta be. There's got to be a way that I can put that W or that Y right there. It's just got to be. Okay, if that's 1.0, that's that's 1.26. Ha! 1.15 is pretty doggone close. So now, okay, I'm good with that. I'm going to regret what I'm about to do, but I'm going to try to put the A right here. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in A, and that moves that there. But now I bet if I track the whole thing, that's what I was afraid of. It tracks it. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. And I'll show you why it's not a problem. So what did I say the tracking was? 1.15, right? 1.15. Gonna put that right on that finger. I'm good with that. I'm actually okay with that. And then what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to make this there. I'm going to grab this box, I'm going to bring it down here, and put it right there. I'm going to bring it right there. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it a little darker blue, I think. And I'm going to stick with capital letters. And I want it to be A. And I don't see it. That's because I don't have the cursor where I need it. There it is. So now I gotta. Okay, here's what I dislike about my learning capabilities and learning retention or whatever. I know how to move it over to. If this is 1.15, then we're gonna go 1.26. Enter, and it didn't move it. The heck? Why didn't that move that? Or did it move it? When I track it, it does the same thing as the spacebar does. I mean, either way it works. So that's cool. Come back over here. Now to me, they say that Y is the same size as that A. 0.09 and 0.008, so I need to change that. So we're going to make that the same size. And then 115 on the tracking is off, so I'm going to make it 110. Now I got to be able to bring it down a little bit, and then I believe Yeah, that's pretty much right on the tip of her finger. So I could try that too, actually. I could actually now see if I can move this up, you know, tip of the finger, tip of the finger, tip of the finger, tip of the finger. I've just got to be able to figure out how to move it, which I think it's in line spacing. I don't know. Okay, that didn't move nothing. Oh, you know what? I do like this little dot. Puts it right back where it's supposed to be. I'll bet you if I go right here, and if I go enter, oops, enter, enter, aha! There we go. Now, I need to move it back to wrong way. Wow, that's kind of odd. So 1.0 puts it right there. Okay, so do I need to go 1.1? 1.1? Nope. 1.01, 1.02. How about 1.03? Perfect. Perfect. So I've accomplished 2 letters, but I don't see them both at the same time. So how do I do that? What happens if I take this over here? I see the Y. If I bring this over there. Oh, I'm such a genius. I got to say. I got 2 letters. Hey. Now I need Blackwatch here to give me a hard time. Pardon me while I get a drink. So this is good. I have so many ideas now that I've had for that I wanted to try in Vegas Pro. I think I'm going to like this one a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and put that third okay, good. What do you think, Tony? I need a coffee break. I'll await your opinion in the chat room. It's different. It really is different. Only 2 people now. 3 people on the big screen. 2 people here. That's fine. So let me jump back over here and make sure I'm not infringing on anyone that is important and it doesn't look like I am. Check down here. Check on videos, and we are good. So we'll go back to here. It's clearly different, but I've ran into now what I think is going to be an issue because I don't know if I can bring, yeah, see, I think, oh no, I can. Okay, so put that right there, put that right there. Get rid of the custom tile, delete, change the color to, I think it was this color blue, and change, we want that, so in. Wow! That's close. I want to keep them right on the fingertips, so I think that would be cool for now. It was either that or I was going to put it down here at the base of the fingers, either way. But now I got to think a minute. Figured this out. Now I can't figure this out. Man, what is my problem? I'm so dumb sometimes. I want to work with the N. So the one thing I like is this, I can make this as big as I want, and it doesn't really change this, I don't think. Just, it gets rid of the video, so, and that's fine. And I need the video there, and I can stretch out. But when I get all said and done, I'll shrink that back, and it'll be, I'll see video YANA when I'm all done. But right now, I can't remember how to move the dumb thing up. And I know I just did it right here. With the A. So I got size, tracking, line spacing. Tracking was 1.03. That moves it left to right. Size is how big it is. Did I move something down here? I did not. Doggone it, how did I do that? Because when I bring this back over to here, and then bring this back over to here, that's perfect. How did I do that? Man, I'm so dumb sometimes. Okay, Tony. DVR this. Tell me how I done it. Ah, man. So I need to move this in up. Oh! I know how I done it. But I don't have my N in here. I got my A. I need my N. I don't know how I done it. That's how I did it. I used the enter key. Again, basic computer. Now I need to move it a little bit to the right. So I'm going to do that down here in tracking, and that's probably going to be 0.9. Enter. No, I didn't move it. That did not move that a bit. So let's go 9.9. Enter. Still didn't move it a bit. Okay, what's going on here? I moved it up. Not line spacing. Oh, it is line spacing. Is it really line spacing? Okay, so let's put line spacing at 0.9. Okay, that moved it down. So let's go back to here. We want line spacing to be 1.1 up. Nope, 1.2. Backspace 2. Close enough. Now I got to move it over to the right a little bit. Wasn't that what I was trying to do anyway? Okay, line spacing is up and down. Tracking is left and right, right? No. What is tracking? Yeah, I moved it up and down with the enter key. I remembered that, and that's where I've got it now. But I still need to move it, I guess, a little bit more to the right. So I'm going to go 1.3. No, line spacing is how I'm now moving it. Now I've got to figure out how to move it left and right, and it's not the enter key. The enter key, if I come up here, remember 1.3. If I do that, that's the enter key, and then if I bring this back up to here, delete, 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 that brings it back down to there. Spacing takes it there. Backspace gets rid of it. Spacing should have brought it back. What happens if I put it right there? Okay, that's pretty good right there. Actually, it's not. So let's go one more space in. Not bad. Yeah, tracking is... I thought it was tracking too, So let's see what happens here. Let's go ahead and bring this over to here. Let's marry it up to the rest of this. Let's bring it back to here. And man, as much as I hate to do this, you know what I don't have? I don't have a bright red, because that's clearly not bright red. So I need to bring the speck there. I want bright red. Okay. That's not, I need to find, I got to find a color that's going to pop against that blue shirt in the background. And it's not red. So, and it's not green. Go back to the blue, leave it like that. Okay, so there's 3 of her letters. Let's see if I can't do this without shut up. Little joke about that though. Her name's Yana Bell. So when we go over there, I go Yana 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 Bell, and boy, she just really likes that. So the reason I did that, that A is 9 spaces off dead center when you put it in there. So if I go back there, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit A and it's right on the finger. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Backspace 10. Backspace 11. Okay, now I need to move it down. And that was done with line spacing. If I hit enter, it's going to move it up. I don't want to move it up, so I want to come back over here. I want to hit delete and put it back there. I want to come in here to line spacing, and I'm going to go with, if that's 1, I need to move it down to 0.85. And it didn't move. What the heck? At least in my opinion, it didn't move. So let's go some radical number. Let's go with 1.15. Still didn't move. Oh my goodness, it worked over here on this one. Line spacing is 1.3. Line spacing is 1.15. So if that's 1.3, let's go with 1.5. To me, it doesn't look like it's moving. 1.6. Yeah, it's clearly not moving. Man, I gotta change that. I just need to move it down. Oh, can I do this? You know what? I'm going to see how that looks. We're going to butt it up against there. We're going to bring it back to there. We're going to bring us back to here. Not too bad. I got a couple little adjustments to make. And then that's good. B-E-L-L. B-E-L-L-E. So now, okay, good. That works. I'll let it catch up. Get a drink of coffee. Tell me what you think. And I realized today when I was showing you guys the camera, I really should have done it a different way. What I should have done, and that reminds me, that's not too bad. Just a little smaller. But what I should have done is, I should have done this. Should have come in here and created a new scene, called this camera 2, and hit OK, and then go to add, go to media source, go to existing. I said me to use my cameras. That's not it. Oh, no. I'm wrong. And I want media source. Cancel that. Yeah, get rid of that. I want to delete or remove or just delete. Yes, I want to delete it because that's not what I want. I want camera source, which is video capture device. I'm going to add existing. I want my first camera. Okay, there we go. So what I should do now is bring this down to here, and then this is what I should have done. Earlier today I was trying to show you guys my setup, and if I'd have done this instead of leaving it right there, then it wouldn't have been so bad. If I come into here and then I reach up here and get this camera and then show you my new rig, you get a better idea of what's going on. And then if I show you the setup over here, that's the monitor I'm using. That's my TV for my other room, and I'm eventually probably going to put that monitor in where this monitor's at. And then, wow, that's a pretty cool effect. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Huh, that's cool. And then my laptops. See, that's much better. Much better. You guys can actually see what's going on instead of trying to look at that little bit. And I realized that when I was driving down the road, I was like, oh boy, did I really do that the wrong way. So then it's just a quick matter of getting the right mouse, going back to where I was at. So it's little things like that. Okay, so back to the project at hand, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to leave this here, and then I know to save the project, and it's going to save We're going to call this one Yana Bell. Now, let's go to see what's down here. These are all text, drop-in text. That's kind of interesting. You can drag it. So if I can that's the next thing I want to do, is something similar to this, but I want to do it over here where these either drop or fade or something. And I was thinking that somewhere over here, let's go with OpenFX, FX library, generators, no, effects, there we go, maybe, borders, colors, night vision. I have reached a limitation, oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. I'm going to wait till this pops up over here on the big screen. Haven't popped up yet. I'm still waiting. This is interesting. I find this to be extremely interesting. I have reached, look at that, it says, you have reached a limitation with Davinci Resolve. Unlock the complete set of amazing features in Davinci Resolve, like higher than UHD or 50 frames, 60 frames per second timeline. So we're going to close that. Warning, unknown tool not found. So apparently I clicked on something over here that is not available yet. So let's bring this down here. That's not available either. Ah, look at that, night vision. That's cool. Binocular. Okay, so something tells me on all these I click on, I'm not going to get it, except for the night vision. Apparently I get night vision. Huh. So the guy that I watched today allegedly, supposedly had the free version of this, and that's not going to work. It's going to error out. I like that effect though, but apparently, oh, because that's under fusion effects. I don't want fusion effects. I do like the night vision. Kind of funny how some of these it tells me they're not available. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want that. I want to see, can I get into this? Nope. OpenFX, filters. That's just custom filters. Okay, so the 3D Curie makes them go away. That makes them go away. That makes them go away. Oh, I see. Okay. So is this doing what I think it's doing? I guess I can't use those either. Wow, I am not paying for this. I've done it. I am going to have to watch another video because I know that guy said he had the free version. And then, that's kind of cool. Not. It's watermarked. Yeah, see, it won't let me. It gives me an arrow out. Okay. So I got that accomplished. I'm happy with that. Kind of disappointing that now I want to put some effects on there and I can't. Excuse me. So earlier I was watching this video and the guy was like, you can move these. I don't see anything changing in there. When he was doing it, the background colors were actually getting better and better and better. So we want to clearly get out of that. There's our fusion. I don't even want to mess with that because if well, wow, seriously? I've been spending all this time trying to figure out how to make them dumb things move. And you go into fusion, and you can make them dumb things move. Okay, so now I just messed that up. Ha 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 ha. Well, too bad I cannot leave that where it's at and move it from here to there using this right here. Needs to go one more to the right and two down. So it needs to go one more to the right and two down. Seriously. I sit here and play around with numbers and I accidentally stumble across that. That's pretty close to where I might want to put it one more right, one more down. So we're going to here and we're going to go Okay, so now we're going to look at the numbers, and I don't see none of the numbers have changed, but this is clearly moving, so we're going to go one more right. I'll put my, and one more down. And then we're going to go back to edit. I'm going to go one more right. We're going to go back to edit. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, good morning. Irish Phantom, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for saying something in the chat. Thank you, Tony, for saying good morning to him. It's good to see a new name. And I'm sorry I was looking away, but what I'm doing is I'm teaching myself Davinci Resolve, video editing, and tonight I was trying to learn how to I've always loved this little picture of my granddaughter, and I've always had this idea of putting her name across there like that. And I've got some other ideas that I want to do, but it's going to take me a moment to figure those out. Just ask Tony. He struggled through about 2 hours last night of me trying to do this without ever watching anything. I don't do much offline and then bring it over. So I'm about to mess this up because I got a feeling if I bring... Well, why should I bring that? It's already there, right? So let's see where this is at. This is at 5 seconds. Let's put this back at the beginning. Bring this back over here, and it's still there. Good. So that's good. I've accomplished that. Now my next goal with this project right here is I want to see if I can't take the Y, the A, the N, and the A, and spin them around. Thank you. That's my granddaughter. She's a twin. They're going to be 3, and then the grandson in the background is going to be 2. So made me lose my train of thought. Getting pretty good at this part of it anyway, huh, Tony? So this is the same granddaughter. You can bring in a plethora of pictures. You really can. So now I brought in 3 more pictures. I'm just going to real quick. No, I'm not actually a photographer. These are taken with a 35mm camera. There's a little story behind that if anyone's ever interested. When I lived out in Vegas. So I'm going to bring this down and we'll put it right there, and then we'll bring this one down. This is the same granddaughter, so I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to butt it up against there. Oh, it's bringing all 3 at the same time. See, I did not know that. They're highlighted up here, so when you bring them down, it brings them all down at the same time. So that's good to know. So that's the same granddaughter as that one right there. This picture was taken with my iPhone. Ask Tony about the iPhone dilemma. I did a video on that too. And most of these are taken with the 35mm. So that's my other twin granddaughter. That's Yanabelle in the background, and that's my wife right there. And then over here, that's Yanabelle. I'm an Army vet, and they just love my hat. They just absolutely love my hat. And watch this, Tony. I get to actually put to good use what I just showed you a while ago. So I'm going to leave this right here for a moment. Then I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to bring this up. So This is my 35mm camera. It's just a standard camera. That I want to get a zoom lens. It's a Canon, as you can see right here, Canon. It's a T3 Rebel. When we moved to Las Vegas, we were settling in, and I belonged to Facebook groups, this, that, and the other. And this picture of this 35mm camera came across, and the guy wanted $100 for it. The camera, the battery, 2 little lens things that I don't understand how to use, a tripod, memory card, and a charger. $100. Well, we were kind of new to Vegas, so we were still trying to figure the city out. And he lived over by the airport on the east side. The east side of Vegas was notoriously bad, and I stayed away from there even into daylight. So yeah, we went, and we went to the address, and nobody was home. We sat there, and I was like, well, we'll give him a minute. Maybe they're out back or whatever. Sat there and sat there and sat there and sat there, and the guy never showed up. So I told my wife, I said, well, this was obviously a trap to draw us in to this area, and you know, I don't think the guy knew we were new to Vegas, but unfortunately this is not good, so we're gonna go, we're gonna leave. And she agreed. She figured that was the right thing to do, which I did too. So that's better. Start the car. We get ready to leave, and this car comes flying around the corner. And I'm like, this is it. This was the setup. Guy pulls up, and he waves, and I rolled the window down. He goes, are you here for the camera? I said, yeah, I am. He goes, man, I'm so sorry I'm late. My idiot brother needed a ride to work, and he can't miss his job. And I mean, just you name the excuse, he had the excuse. It was really kind of comical. So I got out, and it's 7:30, quarter late by now. It's dark, and he gets the camera out, and he got the tripod out. He says, I'll show you it works. Not really. I don't do much else online. I do a lot of Facebook Live. I'll come back to this in a minute. Bear with me here. I'm still working on getting some things done. I run this group right here called Urban Container Organic Gardening Worldwide. It's a private group. We have 167 members, and it's all about gardening and flowers. And I pretty much every day post something, whether it's a picture, a video about our garden, our roses, our chickens, something. Keith Parrish, he and I graduated high school together. He's got a huge garden in Indiana. This is a video I did that I'm working on. I'm having problems with my iPhone. I was actually holding it the way you're supposed to, but this turned up upside down, and then these two turned up vertical instead of horizontal. It's crazy. But as you can see, I built this, and then my wife, she gets in there and yaks in her language, and you can translate it. And sometimes the translation is kind of funny, because this is not the mums lore. Later, our mums will be fruitful in October. This is the marigolds and petunias. The purple flower has a little stem. So this purple lily right here, my next door neighbor asked me one day if I wanted some of the flowers he's got. And I said sure. So I dug them up and I planted them in here, and they died. I mean, they instantly died. So I didn't think anything about it, because I know what little bit of knowledge I have on gardening. They're going to come back next year. Forgot about it, forgot about it, forgot about it. And about 2 weeks ago, those lilies popped up. So that's really good. Thank you, by the way, that I'm not real confident, but I figure what the heck. My lifelong goal was to stand up in front of a bunch of people and tell jokes. My lifelong goal was to be a clean comedian. And my best friend, who passed away 4 years ago, said I should try to do it, but I'm afraid of crowds and whatnot. So, kind of an inside story. But anyway, got the camera. Going back to that, the guy says, I'll show you that it works, and he snaps 4 or 5 pictures, and it's got the screen where, I don't know if I've got a memory card in there right now or not. I do. So it's got the screen where you can review your pictures. And I apologize, I have a horrible webcam. So he shows me that it works, and I don't know what it is in me, but twice in my life I've questioned someone that's selling me something. This camera, I asked the guy, the kid, he's a young kid, he was in his mid-20s maybe, and I asked him, I said, why are you selling it so cheap? And he said, man, I'll tell you the God's honest truth. I'm behind on my bills. I need the money. I hate to let it go, but I've got to sell it. He wanted $100. I gave him 120. The other time I questioned it, and I've got pictures of this fish tank somewhere. When I lived in California, again, through Craigslist or Facebook, it had to be prior to Facebook, I came across a fish tank, 100-gallon tank, stand, decor, fish, filters, lights, everything. $100. So I get my little Ford Escort. I drive the 30 miles to this next little suburb. I walk in, the tank's still up and running, like my little tank in the background there. And he said, I left it up and running so you could see that it works. And again, I questioned, I said, if you don't mind me asking, why are you selling it so cheap? And he literally laughed and he goes, I'm going to tell you, I retired yesterday. I'm moving to San Francisco Monday. I'm not taking this with me. And about the time, out of the corner of my eye, I seen his wife coming around the corner. So I was like, I need to pay him before she ups the price. I said, no problem. Gave him the $100. We broke it down. I had a Ford Escort that I took the passenger seat out, so I had to make 3 trips to get that tank, the stand, the lights, and everything. So I sold it when we moved from Vegas to Illinois. I sold it for $300. I got nearly 10 years of use out of it and made $200 profit. So let's get back to the task at hand, and that is back over here. Let me check out comments real quick. Yeah, it does. I joke around when I do my daily walk through the garden. It's funny because I wear my house slippers, and they're just black and white fuzzy house slippers, and I always start out with, hello everybody, King of Live Video coming to you from Charleston, Illinois. Today is July 29th, 2021. Let's start in the garden, or let's start with the flowers or whatever. And then I walk through all the flowers, and I walk through all the garden, the garden and chickens and whatnot. Plus we have houseplants. My wife rescues orchids, and she does quite well. So that's how that goes. I got the King of Live Video because my little brother, one day, I was doing something live on, I was showing a storm, and he goes, look, it's the King of Live Video. And ever since then, I thought, you know what, I'll do that. I don't think anyone's got the King of Live Video yet moniker, so I'm gonna use it. And ever since then, that's what I do. Dave Ramsey would be about the closest. I don't know if he's got the king of anything in his little spiel that he does, but that's it. So anyway, I'm going to learn this. I'm really happy I was able to do this, because I really don't have the patience most of the time to do stuff like this, even though it intrigues me. I have the utmost I have the utmost respect for anyone that does video, graphic, editing, whatsoever. And then it's amazing the things that you notice that are done with graphics and video editing. I would like to do something like the beginning of Jeopardy, not to copy them, but I just think it would be cool. I've also, let me go back to here. Tony, are you still with us? I don't mean to be focusing all my attention over on Irish Phantom by no means. So let's close that. Tony, you've heard this. This will be old news. If you want to go grab a cup of coffee, then, or a cold beer, or whatever. I don't know if I have anything in here I can open or not. Apparently I don't. Oh, maybe I do. Let's see. Yeah. So this is how I got into that. Oh, good. Well, kind of know the story behind this then. I got into this because my friend in Vegas caught COVID, and he called me up. I knew you were here, Irish fan. It's kind of an inside joke. But my friend in Vegas called me up one day, and he said, do you know anything about Sony Vegas Pro, or Vegas Pro 17? No, I do not. Do you know anything about doing live YouTube videos? No, I do not. That was March. By the middle of March, I had downloaded Sony Vegas Pro, which is right here. I have done a few videos with them, and I know how to obviously broadcast live on YouTube. So he couldn't shake COVID, and he had a dream of wanting to do YouTube videos. I'm like, sure, I'll learn it and then I'll teach you. That's how I got into this. Well, Vegas Pro was kind of difficult at the time to do, so I was looking for other means that might be a little bit easier. I tried out Shotcut, and there was things about it that I liked, and there were things about it I didn't like, but the bottom line was I liked Vegas Pro a little bit better. So I'm going to run this.
Well, that was smart. I didn't start the video. Okay, we're on video now, guys. We're on video. Where's the chickens? You gonna catch one?
My granddaughters. And the one granddaughter was like,
Valerie.
Gonna lock her in, and the other one's like, no, you're not.
That's right. You tell her. Say, I'm not gonna be locked in here. Ow.
Chickens were about 3 months old at this point. They were up under the coop.
Where are the chickens?
But they were so fascinated with those.
Where are they at? Huh? Where are they? They're all in the corner.
I really would have wished they could have grabbed one. That's my son.
Uh-oh. Go over and get you
You
one.
can barely see them in the corner if you look. So that's how I got started on it. I've got videos somewhere. Yeah, I think they're right here. Movies I made. So, let me. I don't know if I can bring this down here or not. So if you play this.
And then I'm going to see if I can put it into my video.
I don't know if this shows a date or not. Yeah, this was in the middle of the winter because the chicken coop now has got the tarps around it.
Keep the tarp up to keep the wind down, and then we'll.
And that's last year's garden. I've got, just so much that I'm going to go over here and go with new. I don't want to save it. I don't care about that. I want to Open that up, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. This is something I downloaded off the internet, which I'm going to get real helter-skelter now. So earlier tonight, I went and found this picture off of Pixabay, and I've used Pixabay in the past for things, and then this guy recommends Pixels. This is all supposedly free things to use, pictures and music and videos and things that you can incorporate into your streams. I've used Pixabay. I got some fantastic when I was first getting started on Vegas Pro. I found some fantastic things in here. Different videos, different effects. Like I got this one. I actually got this one. I call it paint. It apparently is water. There were some fire ones in here. This is where the Hollow Earth one I have, which I think Tony's seen that, came from. But it's real simple. You just click on it, and it says it's a free download. Click on download, and then it sets automatically your size. I'm going to change it to 19 by that. I'm going to download it. Usually it asks for a contribution. Usually. I'm surprised it didn't ask for a contribution there. So I'm going to see what it looks like. So that's cool. Maybe tomorrow night, Tony. Oh wait, tomorrow's Thursday. No, yeah, Carrie will be on Friday. Maybe tomorrow night we'll incorporate this in somehow and see what we can do with that. I wish I could find some of my original Vegas Pro things that I did, because some of them were kind of really neat. One of my first templates. So you know what? Let's figure out how to do this. Open. No, that's not what I want. I'm gonna close that. I thought it was new. Maybe it is new. And then do I want to save? No, I don't. I want to start the resample to here. Hit OK. There we go. So this is one of the very first ones I did, and it's just pretty boring actually. I've got another one. It's not what I want. So I think the one I want to show you is disable. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Nope. I've got one where I did nothing but the oh yeah, this might be it. Nope, this isn't it. I was playing around with the effects and whatnot, and I've got one somewhere. Oh, I've got to mute that because I'll get a copyright infringement if I don't. But yeah, it's fun. I've got to find my niche. Can't believe Black Watch asked me yesterday, what's a niche? I think he was kidding though. I really do. So
and then I'm going to see if I can put it into my video editing software without having to convert it. There's the big chicken coop. Got about another 3 or 4 weeks to keep the...
I'm not sure what I was doing here, but I put this effect in there because obviously the video... Now this turned out right.
It's amazing how a week ago we had 11.5 inches of snow on the ground.
And I've got a picture of that.
Other than the remnants of where the snow was piled up, you can't see it.
We didn't get 11.5 inches of snow.
Wet.
We got 6 inches of snow, but
figuring
it
about
snow
a
drifted
month
into
and a half
11.5
to
inches of
dry out.
snow all the way down my doggone driveway.
Open
And you
that
can
up,
see where I
feel
backed
like
into
they're
the
doing something.
bricks going out
It's
one day.
amazing how a week ago we had 11.5 inches of snow on the ground, and other than the remnants of where the snow was piled up, you can't see it. The ground is
This is
just
one of the very
super,
first
super
ones I
wet.
did.
We're figuring about a month.
And then
City's getting ready to do
effects
some work across the street.
you
Not
can
sure
do.
what yet.
So that's
We'll talk
how I
to the
got
city
started
today.
in
He
this.
said,
And
yeah,
now,
we're getting ready to do something. So
again,
we
there's
go,
our front of our house. I did the brick garden. I got all the bricks free from my next door neighbor. I had to haul them back and forth. I did that last August when it was hotter than all get out.
I don't know the temperature.
And then I had to put them to good use.
That's out.
So
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll go. It'll fix itself. I'm just gonna have to do some
that's our
more.
garden. I
That's
mean,
fine. I can't actually.
I was playing with
look
the
for me
different
outside.
effects, so it's going to want me to save it. I'm not going to. So that's a pretty quick transition. In my other machine, I just built the computer, so been about a month now, I guess. Well, earlier this month, July, Prime Days, so June 21st, I bought the parts. They got here by July 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then I built it a couple days later. So, Tony and Irish Phantom, if that's how you prefer to be addressed, or Riley, whichever is good with you. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope to see you again in the chat room. I probably will go live tomorrow at some point in time. I'm going to continue with learning the Davinci Resolve. I'm sure there's effects in there I can find, and if need be, I can always revert back to Vegas Pro. And there are some things in there that are, I mean, as you can see by that when I first started out, and I've gotten a little bit better with that. I've got one video. I'll have to locate it and then work with it a little bit. I don't know if it's in here or not. I don't think it is. So here's some of the different effects that I went and got from Pixabay. I got the sunset, a woman standing in it. This picture right here, I took that picture. This is in the Grand Canyon, and these guys have no fear of humans whatsoever. I just think it's cool. Then, you know, I need more cowbell than this one. I got all these off Pixabay, except for that one. I got that off Facebook. Got the coffee off Pixabay. Got this off Pixabay. There's the one that I call paint, but it's actually ink, I believe. It's pretty cool. And I have them all incorporated. This makes a pretty good noise. Audio you can get for free. I like that one. One of the things I'm going to try to do is put my name in here and then figure out if I can get it to rotate with the earth. Probably biting off way more than I can chew on that. And I like this one. I think it's just super loud. But I've used this one before, quite a bit actually. And then I'm mad because I lost all of my fire and my flame ones that I had. So, and then you got music. Free. It's all free. So, get back to here. Thanks guys for joining me. Glad to see we have a new person in chat. Appreciate you joining us. I do appreciate chat, feedback, suggestions, helps, compliments. Miss Blackwatch, you can tell him that for me tomorrow, Tony. I hope to see you again. If I ever get to the point where I need moderators and you guys want to be a moderator, let me know. I have no moderators right now. There's actually none needed. I mean, other than Blackwatch's humor that sometimes you have to kind of go, but he is a pretty funny guy. So I'm going to end this for now, and I'm not real good at figuring out how to end it yet, so I'm going to bring up this one, and I'm going to bring up this one. Good night, good morning, have a great day, have a good evening. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Irish Phantom. You guys take care. Bye for now.